Hey everyone, it's Coach Jan, and we're going to do a 15-minute Qigong exercise today, or Qigong exercise set. And I'm going to start the timer right now. Okay, imaginary string lifts you from the top of the head. Relax, feel softness cascading down the spine, allowing the spine to naturally fall all the way down through your tailbone. Minimize the tension there, so there won't be any tucking in, just the drop. The drop keeps going through the hips and down into the knees slightly soften, and the weight shifts to the heels. Mouth closed, tongue gently pressed on the ceiling of your mouth, palms facing down, with special attention on the middle finger of each hand. All the breathing in and out through the nose, and your focus breathing into the second chakra, the lower dantian, it's called. In Kung Fu and Tai Chi, 3 finger lengths or 2 inches below the belly button. Of course, below the belly button here means in the center of the body here at this level. So the centermost point of the body at this level. Inhaling, using that area of the belly, sometimes called the base diaphragm, to pump the air, taking pressure off the lungs. Inhale, drawing the breath into the belly. Exhale, wash it down. Visualize the breath as a color going down the arms to the palms and fingertips, about an inch or two beyond. Inhale deep. Exhaling down, making sure that your feet and fingers are facing the same direction. Feet should be shoulder width apart. Inhale deep. Exhale down. 2 more breaths. A gentle smile inward, just for you. 1 more. Inhale deep. Exhale down, drop the arms. Inhale, breathless the wrist. And exhale, push the color to the palms and fingertips out to the side. Inhale deep, interlace the fingers above the head. Exhale, soften the knees. Inhale, stretching up and out. Out of the hips, onto the toes, exhaling down. Inhale deep. Draw the color to the belly. Exhale, push the color to the palms and fingertips. Inhale, every fingertip should feel like a vacuum or a nostril, drawing the color into the belly. Exhale, down, down, down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, spin the fingers, reaching past the hip down to the floor, reaching past the shoulder up to the corner. Exhaling down. Draw. Really focus on the color. And drawing, painting with the fingertips as you inhale. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, painting, pushing the color out the hands, painting the yin-yang. The edge of the yin-yang. Inhaling up, notice that the arms are the inside of the yin-yang. Exhaling, paint, paint, push the color out. Inhale deep. Exhale, push the color out. Inhale, now one hand's gonna go behind and reach down, snakes down, as if you're trying to put your hand in your pocket or reach down to your toes. Inhale up, exhale, paint. Keep the mind focused on visualizing the color as you go into the belly and out through the limbs. In through the limbs, into the belly, out from the belly. Inhaling deep and exhale, widen the stance. Half horse stance. Feet can be parallel, but they don't have to be. Weight mostly on the heels. Remember, when you get to your horse stance, everything still is being held up by that imaginary string. So you want to feel the natural curves of the spine, but minimize any unnecessary tension. If you feel tension here, or the lower back is flexed and the butt sticking out, drop. But not so much that you release the natural suspension bridge function of the lower back, that gentle curve. So don't drop it out so much that the curve is gone, because that puts pressure on the lower spine. So relax, let it fall, and allow it to be. Minimize the tension, maximize the results. Inhale, hollow fists, like meditating, but gentle hollow fists, resting right on the hips, soften the shoulders. Everything between the wrist and the shoulder softens. Inhale and exhale, pelvis rotates in the floor. Inhale, breath pulls you to the side and up, rising the belly button. Exhale. Inhaling, breath up. Exhaling. Inhaling up. Exhaling. And reverse it. The breaths just feel like a rope that you're climbing. meaning that as you inhale, it feels like you're pulling yourself up, and as you exhale, it feels like you're releasing that rope. Weight stays on the heels, eyes stay on the belly button as you lean back, exhale down. It's called dragon lifts his head. Inhale, breath, lift the wrists. Exhale to the palms and fingertips. Inhale deep, exhale, the hands float down, and it's as if the fingertips are softening the back muscles. Every level that your fingers are at, that's the level of the muscles that you're relaxing in the back. As if the fingers are running along the back, softening the muscles, all the way down the backs of the legs, calves, ankles into the ground. Inhale, breath lifts the wrist. Exhale, push through the palms and fingertips. Inhale, breath pulls the wrist in. Exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back, down, legs, down into the ground. Inhaling up. Exhale, push through the palms and fingertips. Inhale deep, exhale down, neck, shoulders, middle back, lower back, hips, buttocks, down the backs of the legs, ankles into the ground. Inhaling out. Now as you feel that softness, exhale, push the color through the palms and fingertips. Inhale, gather, hollow fists. Again, palms facing the ceiling of the sky. Exhale, pelvis rotates on the femur. The back should be flat like a table, chest parallel to the ground. Straight line from the top of the head forward and a straight line from the tailbone back, pushing back. That should help you establish and reinforce that suspension bridge function of the lower back. Weight stays on the heels and the elbows go to the eye level, looking downward. While the elbows go up, the shoulders do not. The shoulders remain as soft and as relaxed as possible. So you only create the distance with the elbows rather than the shoulder. The shoulders remain downward because the shoulder blades are falling down. And lift here. You can almost think of it, if I paint on screen, as a circle in the lower back or the upper back, right near the scapula. Super important to have that circular motion in mind. Notice that it goes down and forward here, and it goes up here, rather than up here. That will be very, very helpful in grappling from all sports, not just your push hands. Okay, hollow fists, looking down, inhale to the belly. Exhale down the legs into the ground. Inhale to the belly. Exhale down the arms, palms and fingertips. Inhale the color to the belly. Exhale, wash it with the lungs. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, spread it wherever you want to gain strength in the body. Inhale, open the hands. Exhale, reaching straight back. Straight back. When you're reaching straight back, lift the collarbone and reestablish the posture. Make sure the weight is on the heels and the knees are bent. Inhaling deep and exhale, spread the collarbone out the whole body. Inhale deep, exhale. See the color melt away any tension. Inhale deep. See it restore heat to any place that's cold. Inhale deep, and any place that's too hot, use the color to recirculate the heat, to disperse it. And if you find yourself falling down like me, lift the collarbone again. Just always feel free to correct yourself. And once you're done there, exhale, drop the hands down. Inhale, breath lifts the wrists lift the body. Exhale up and stay seated. Inhale deep. Exhale. If that was a little too much for you, inhale deep. Exhale, shift to one side. Inhale, draw the breath up the leg. And give your legs a rest, and exhale, kick the breath through the legs, soften the muscles as you do, and visualize the color visualization going through the toes. Everything coordinated. The muscle soften, the blood cascades downward, and the visualization happens with breath work. Exhale out. It's called a flash relaxation. That's how Michael Jackson did his famous kick. Inhale, draw the color up. Off the leg into the belly. Exhale, flash relaxation. Muscle soften, blood cascades down, breath pushing out. The breath is visualized as a color shooting at the toes, everything happening all at once. And back to center. Inhale up. Exhale, palms and fingertips forward. Imaginary string lifts you from the top of the head. Stay seated in your Qigong posture. This is called embracing the one. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, push the color through the arms to the palms and fingertips. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, push the color through the palms and fingertips. If you want greater detail, or if you have more experience in breathwork and visualization, inhale through the soft part of the arms into the belly. And exhale to the top part of hands. We just got joined by Adam. Just give me 1 second. Adam, what's going on? We're in the middle of a 15-minute. Thanks, man. Okay. Inhale to the belly. Draw the color along the lines, along the soft part of the arms into the belly. And as you exhale, push that color up the shoulder blades, gathering at the shoulder, down the hard part of the arms to the palms and fingertips. Inhale, drawing. Exhale, push it out. Make sure to keep the middle finger as high as the shoulders, at shoulder height. And there's an imaginary straight line, not flexed and hard, but imaginary, from the middle finger to the elbow. And the elbows are down. The arms should feel like blades being held out in front of you. Inhaling deep. Exhale to the palms and fingertips. Inhaling deep. A few more breaths. Make sure you get your nice seated Qigong stance. Not too low, especially for men. And now the palms face up. We're going to do big orbit breathing. That means the mouth will remain, tongue remains on the ceiling of the mouth, mouth closed. Stay seated, and you're going to inhale and draw the breath from the toes to the top of the head, up the front of the body. And exhale, roll the color visualization down to the heels of the ground. And then up, back again. If you have been trained to do the reverse, meaning bring the energy up the back, or if you do yoga, you can do a lot of this Kundalini breathing up the back. That's fine. Keep it that way. Inhale up the back and down the front for your big orbit breathing. But the most important thing is you stay consistent in what you've been doing up to this point. Slight tension in the anus, tongue on the ceiling of the mouth, and let's go. Up and exhale, down. As you bring the energy up the body, it should feel like a tidal wave rising. Exhale, should feel like a waterfall falling down the body. Inhale up. Exhale. Another way to experience this might be like a scan, as if you're scanning like a barcode, etc. Just a scan. As you raise the breath, you raise the awareness, and you lift the awareness all the way up, and then you bring the awareness or your attention all the way down, but you do it incrementally. Inhaling up, 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 up. Exhaling down, 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 down. However you can best achieve the experience for yourself, that's the way to do it. You want to be able to find yourself being able to move the awareness around the body at will, beyond the body at will, into any part inside the body. Exhaling down. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And I'm going to pull one leg in and keep it 45 degrees, and exhale, soften. One hip falls into the groin. Weight falls down the inside of my leg onto the heel, to the ball of the foot, to the big toe, and lifts up. Flat thigh, straight line from the heel, the palm down. Notice this hand is outward, creating this. This is called golden rooster. This little posture right here, very important. And now we have this. Notice that we have this blocking, redirecting pressure off the body. Also coming up, rolling the hand outward, which is also a martial technique. Try to keep your thigh parallel to the ground and stay seated. Seated on the back leg. My weight is mostly on the heel. Inhaling into the belly. Exhale, wash the color. You can also do big orbit breathing here. Or you can inhale through the limbs And exhale, spread the color throughout the whole body like a radar. And then shift sides, exhaling. Notice I put the heel down first, heel, ball of the foot, big toe. Notice that one hip is collapsing into the groin of the other leg, inhaling up. I press the big toe into the ground, I sit back onto the heel, and I lift the leg. Thigh stays parallel to the ground, straight line, heel, hand, nose, heart, all one line. Notice that my knee is open a little bit as well. I do about 6 breaths here. And switch legs. One more time each side, down. And we're almost done with our 15-minute Qigong set. 6 breaths. And switch. Inhaling up. And it may not look like I did the little bounce into the front leg and went up, but I did. It just became much smaller. And by bounce, I mean hip relaxing to the body. The more you get used to these mechanics, the more you can hide the mechanics, the more invisible they become to the naked eye. And switch. And we'll do one Qigong yin set, breathing, moving breathing exercise, inhaling up, exhaling down. 4 stages of breath. Stage 1 inhalation, stage 2 inhalation, stage 1 exhalation, stage 2 exhalation. Inhale, draw the color up the arms into the belly. Inhale even deeper, see the color in the belly becoming very bright. Exhale, condense the color, meaning making it more dense, greater density. And then exhale, flatten, like you're flattening out dough, and stack it in the belly. With the next breath, color in the belly gets even brighter, make it dense, flatten it. Every time you inhale and take a breath, you're gathering the energy. Every time you exhale, you're storing it. Rather than releasing the energy, you're storing the energy. That is the intention behind the exercise. This is called Jade Rabbit Watches the Moon. We do 6 more. Right hand to the left. Left comes over right to the collarbone. Exhale. Flat. Right hand over the left. Right at the belly button. Left at the right at the solar plexus. Left at the belly button. Level. Comes up. Over to the collarbone. Exhale. Even deeper. Right on solar plexus. Left below the belly button. Inhale. The right spins as the left comes over to the collar. Exhale down. And for the last 2, stay seated. Inhale deep. Color up, almost like you're pulling a drape or a sheet up in the air. Big sheet of energy. And exhale, wash it down. Wash it down. Inhale up, like you have a crane fist here. Gentle, pulling the energy up. Exhale, wash it into the leg and down. You always want to stretch after any of your exercise sets. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down both legs at the same time. Fold the arms and hang. Inhale, white light into the belly. Let it expand through the lungs and soften the shoulders. The head falls down. The hips lift to the ceiling. Exhale. Spread it into the muscles. Programming the color, breath visualization to melt any tension away in the muscles. And drop the arms. And flat up the legs. And down. Up the inside of the legs. And down. Up the outside of the legs. And down. Up the backs of the legs. And down the backs of the legs. Inhale up. Just the fingertips. Exhale down. 2 more. Motion of blood returns to the source of this exercise. It's called just the fingertips as you inhale up. Exhale down, shift the weight. And rub chest, round pectoral major, tap around pectoral major, around breast muscles. Massage into the breast muscles, into pectoral major. All the lymph nodes, very, very important. And floating rib up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4 fingers on the sternum, up and down. Onto the chin for the hormones. Switch. Up on the face and to the side, release. Up, side, release. Up, side, release. Over the ears, down, under. Over the ears, down, under. It's very strong pressure for the immune system. For the earlobes, for sleep. Under the eyes. Fingers to the scalp, front to back, back to front. Front to back, back to front. Massage. Front to back, back to front. Slapping front to back to front. Hollow fist, gentle banging, front to back to front. Grab the scalp, knead it like that. 1, 2, 3, release. Next one. 2, 3, release. And reverse. And top of the forehead. 1, 2, 3, reverse. 1, 2. On the eyebrows. 1, 2, 3. Bridge of the nose, side of the nose. Gentle massaging of the eyeballs. And reverse it. Rub the hands together, inhale through the belly. Exhale, push the color into the eyeballs and the palms, feel the heat. Let the eyeballs absorb the heat. Top and bottom, both gums. Switch. Side on the gums, massage. Below, massage just underneath the gum line. Tongue. Reverse it. Middle finger to the heart here. And switch. Flick the fingernails and the thumbs. 1, 2, 3, grab. 1, 2. Close the eyes, inhale, white lines to the belly. Spread it through the whole body with the sound. Inhale deep. And just feel the light through the whole body, through the surroundings. Have gratitude for the body, the good space that you're in, the good people in your life. And thank you guys so much. This has been a 15-minute Qigong session with a little bit of stretching afterward, which is super important. I should have called it a 20-minute, but here we are. Okay, I love you guys. Of course, please feel free to ask any questions or thoughts or ideas. Share them on comments. Jan's Tai Chi is where you'll find me. That's my website, at Jan's Tai Chi on all platforms. And you can support the channel on Patreon. And we have some perks for our subscribers on there. And that's patreon.com/Jan's Tai Chi. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.